Have you ever looked at a job posting and immediately thought, I'm not qualified? Or watched someone else get promoted and thought, they're more experienced than me, they're smarter than me, they have something that I don't? If so, you are not alone. But here's what I discovered after years of working with professionals. Most people who feel unqualified aren't actually unqualified. They're misinterpreting their experience, they're comparing themselves incorrectly, and they're measuring themselves using standards that were never realistic to begin with. Today, I want to talk about the real reason that many professionals feel unqualified and behind in their careers and what to do about it. What's going on? If you're new here, I'm Ariana, aka The Career Queen, and I help high-performing professionals stop playing with their career and start moving strategically. My content is suited for those who are in the professional workplace, looking for clarity, confidence, and honestly just trying to figure out what more there is to offer other than their job. I focus on helping you make more intentional career moves so that you can enjoy the life that you want. If that's you, you found the right place. Let me know the algorithm is working by hitting the like button or dropping a comment letting me know you're here ready to listen. I hope this information that I'm going to drop to you is helpful, so let's get to the video. Let's start with one of the biggest confidence killers that I see, comparison distortion. Comparison is one of the fastest ways to convince yourself that you're not doing enough. The problem isn't comparison itself. The problem is that most comparisons are distorted. You're comparing your insecurities to someone else's confidence, your behind the scenes reality to someone else's highlight reel, your current chapter to someone else's chapter 20. And then you draw conclusions about your own potential. So let's think about LinkedIn for a moment. People post promotions, awards, new jobs, big accomplishments, but very few people post their doubts, their mistakes, their failed interviews, their career confusion. But you're comparing your complete reality to a carefully curated snapshot. That's not an accurate comparison. And it often leads to capable professionals feeling like they're behind when really they're doing just fine. Now here's something that completely changed how I looked at career growth. I believe that feeling unqualified is often a positioning problem, not a capability problem. Allow me to explain. You can have the skill, you can have the experience, you can have the ability, but if you're unable to communicate your value, you'll continue to feel overlooked. The problem is many professionals assume if I'm good enough, people will notice. Unfortunately, that is not how careers work. Organizations don't automatically see everything that you contribute, and employers don't actually know your strengths. Sometimes the issue isn't capability, it's visibility, it's positioning and communication. And that's good news because those skills you can improve. So one thing I've noticed is that most professionals tend to minimize their own experiences. They'll say things like, I was just helping with that project, or I coordinated things on my team. I just trained a new employee. I was only supporting the initiative. But when I hear those same stories, I hear something completely different. I hear project management, training, leadership, communication, problem solving, stakeholder management, and strategic thinking. You see, the issue isn't that you lack experience. The issue is that you're interpreting your experience through the lens of task and not the lens of skills. When you start translating everything that you've done into the value that you've created, everything changes. Another reason that professionals feel behind or unqualified is that they became dependent on external validation. They only feel qualified when someone praises them, promotes them, chooses them, or approves of them. But confidence built entirely on external validation is fragile. Because what happens when the praises stop and the promotion doesn't happen, or the interview results in a rejection? Suddenly, your confidence disappears. And that's why it's important to develop internal validation, to recognize your own value even when no one else is reminding you of it. Because your qualifications don't disappear because someone isn't reminding you of them. So let's end with one of the biggest myths in professional development. The myth is that confidence comes first. It doesn't. Most people think, first I'll become confident, then I'll apply, then I'll speak up, then I'll pursue opportunities. But confidence rarely works that way. Action comes first, then confidence follows. You take the next step, you gain experience. You gather evidence, the confidence grows. Waiting to feel confident before taking action is one of the fastest ways to stay stuck. So if you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. Feeling unqualified doesn't automatically mean you are unqualified. Many professionals are far more capable than they realize. They're simply comparing themselves incorrectly, undervaluing their experience, and relying too heavily on external validation. The goal is to understand how confidence is actually built and to see yourself more accurately, because when you do, you'll realize that you're much closer to being ready than you thought. If this conversation resonated with you, I want to invite you to my free masterclass. Inside, I'll walk you through the exact framework that I use to help professionals stop feeling behind and underqualified in their careers and start moving with confidence and clarity. If you're interested, the link is in the description. Go ahead and click it, register for your spot, and I'll see you inside that masterclass. Also, if you found this video helpful, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more career insights, practical strategies on how to rebuild your confidence and start feeling qualified inside of the workplace. Not only will it help you out, but it'll also push this video out to other professionals who are struggling with the same things that you are. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it helped you out. I'll catch you on the next one.